Hey everyone, this is Grace, and I would like to explain Christy and I's app evaluation project to you guys. So, the app that we chose to use is called SightWords, and it looks like this if you download it on an iPad or an iPhone. And this is the home screen whenever you open the app. So the app currently has two games unlocked because no matter what grade level the child is in, it always begins at the pre-K level. So children have to start there no matter what. But both of the games that it has, the word machine game and the gears game, involve listening to the app tell the students a word, and they have to match what they hear with what they see, meaning that they need to find the word, the written word that represents the verbal word that is spoken. So these are the two games that are initially unlocked. So the one on the left is the gears one, and the one on the right is the machine one. So for the one on the left, the student would touch these speakers and it would say a word. And then they would reach down at the bottom and find the gear that has the correct word and then drag it to the appropriate speaker. This one on the right has a machine, and this machine, when you pull the lever, says a word. So if it was to say the word in, such as it said over here, then there would be three options that would pop up. It would be in, and then two other options. And the student would have to decide which word looks like it says in. Now for cognitive. And then they must recognize which one of the words is going to represent what was spoken. All the students' abilities are going to be challenged through listening, and they're going to be searching as well. So the games that are initially unlocked require students in one game to look through just three words, but in another game, they can kind of skip around and listen to various words and choose from that larger word bank down at the bottom. As far as language skills go, students' auditory and visual skills are going to be highly active when they're using this app. They really have to listen to the words that are said, whether it's the robot or the gears that they're clicking on, and then they have to connect what they hear with what they see. And you can see the little robot celebrating down here because one of the students got it correct. Now, physical skills, it doesn't really use a ton of like physical motions. However, many students at a younger level are still working on their fine motor skills as far as tapping something on a screen and dragging it. So you can see the progression in these photos down here, and you can see that students are having to find the word, then drag it up, and then make sure that it lands on the appropriate gear, which can really help some students with their fine motor skills. Social skills are not highly promoted with this app. It requires only independent work. It could be argued that students are using a part of their brains that helps them get good listening skills, but overall there's not many social aspects of learning because it's mostly just students working by themselves. So the app is well constructed. It definitely gives students great practice with sight words. Sight words are a huge thing that is promoted in many schools now because there's some words you just can't sound out and you just don't have time to sound them all out. So it's vital that these students are able to recognize words so that they can really start becoming quick readers. And so this app highly promotes that. As far as grade levels go, the app is divided into grade levels, so it starts at pre-K and goes up to third grade. It's great because it provides a review for students who can breeze through the pre-K level because no matter what grade they are, they're required to start at pre-K and work their way up. You can't unlock the other levels any other way. So it just really is a great review for those students who are already in third grade, going back through the words. And then also it's great because some students who are in third grade may still struggle with first and second grade sight words. So it's just all around a great review and then also a great catch-up tool. So it is relatable because the students do get to create their own avatars. You can see the one that I created down here. That was the original, and this is what I created. It also allows for multiple players. So you can have tons of little avatars, and each avatar has their own level saved, their own grade level, and their own individual level within that grade level saved. So it's ideal for a classroom because you have so many kids using the same iPads all the time. So, as far as engagement and motivation goes, my favorite thing about this app is that whenever you have these three words on the screen in the machine game, even if you select two incorrect, it doesn't automatically say, okay, you lose, that's the right answer. It says it one more time. The student can engage in what they're saying and see, oh, yes, that's the right one. So, no matter if they choose it wrong twice, they still have the opportunity and they still get celebrated for choosing that correct one, so they're not being discouraged by losing over and over again. There's a ton of interactive features where the robot will speak. It'll make facial expressions. It's super interactive, and it has a really fun theme because it's that high-tech gears and robots theme that kids really tend to like. There are some features that aren't educational, such as the little sound effects when you tap the robot or move the lever, but they really aren't highly distracting unless a student really has issues with distraction normally. I wouldn't foresee it being an issue. It's very accessible for many elementary grade students. It is geared for pre-K to third grade, but I think it's safe to say that it could be a wonderful review or a wonderful catch-up tool for even students who are in higher grades. Definitely geared toward auditory visual learners, but students who are kinesthetic learners would be moving their hands. They wouldn't really be doing a lot of other movement, but they would be very stimulated because it has many fun colors and just interactive features throughout the game. The app doesn't provide any voiceovers or closed captioning because that would really take away from the object of the game. In a first grade classroom, I would say that this tool is good to go. It would be wonderful to have in a center where students are working on those sight words, or maybe you could use it as a tool for students who always finish work early and they're just kind of sitting waiting. This would be a really great tool where they could further their learning, further their sight words. It could be a very, very good tool in a first grade classroom, or in up to a fifth grade classroom, I believe would be safe to say. Thank you for listening.